before I get ready to plant my seeds, to get them started, germinating, getting ready for spring, I need to make sure I have everything prepped so that I'm not disappointed, frustrated, overwhelmed. I can have more peace about getting this process started. And I'm going to ask you, how have you ever, oh, I think I have everything together, yet then what? Do you have enough of your seed starter mix? Do you have your cards for marking what seeds are where? Do you even have a marker that you can use? There are a lot of little moving pieces. And if you've ever kind of dreaded this part of getting your seed started, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to help you move into it with grace, because you're going to know these are the different things that you need to have in place for your success. There is a layer to this prepping, because you need to be thinking about the light and the soil and the space and the timing of it, because different seeds germinate at different times, and also for when you want to be able to plant them outside. This way, when you do the prep first, it's going to keep you from making rush decisions. It's going to keep you from overplanting, because I have done that. I was so excited. I just kept filling up little cells filled up with seeds until I was in the end thinking, what am I going to do with all these? And yes, I ended up giving a lot away, which was great. However, let's tone it down just a little bit so that you can keep this part of the gardening process peaceful and not stressful. Before the seeds ever come out, y'all, this is where you need to do a supplies check. So I love the green stalk seed starting. There are lots of these type available from different companies and from different places. These are the ones that I personally use, and I really do like them a lot. And so you need to make sure you have your seed trays or containers, whatever it is that you're going to be putting the seeds in. And y'all, they need to be clean. This is more important than what you even realize, because you don't want there to be old debris in here that might carry some kind of germ or something. And you want to give your seeds the best home that they can find to get started in life. And then you also need your labels and a marker. You think you're going to remember, oh yeah, no, I put, bell pepper seeds in these. Oh, I'll remember that. It's back there. You're not going to remember, trust me, because when you go through all your seeds and you get them in, it will get very confusing if you don't mark them. And then, of course, you'll need your seed starting soil. Have that. And then the other thing I really like, y'all, is I love their green stalk tray, because here's the tray. You can actually pick it up, move it if you need to. And then, can you see? Here's a tray, a solid tray underneath it. So when you go to watering, the water goes down below, so it's not going to get anything that's important to you wet, whether it be furniture or your heating pad underneath, any of that. And you can set six of these on this seed starting tray, and there are 6 in the cells. And so, isn't that right? 6? Yeah. So that's 36 plants that you can get started in one tray. And I'm saying this because what you want to make sure you do is that you look to see what supplies you have, so you're not buying more things, because it can get very expensive. Yet if you are more efficient with keeping up with your supplies, then you're not going to be overspending the money on things that you really don't need. It's time now to think about your soil prep as well. Again, I'm not ready to plant the seeds. However, I want to just show you how I'm going to be prepping for it. And I love these little scoops. You've seen me in my past videos that I use these outside in the green stalk, but I also use it for in here when I'm wanting to, when I'm wanting to fill up each of these cells on the green stalk seed starter. You want your soil to be nice, loose, And yet, y'all, it has to have moisture. You have to have some kind of moisture, because if it's too dry, let me just show you. If it's too dry, the seeds aren't going to grow. You need to prep your soil for success for your seeds. And it's good if you can put in enough water. Let's see, let me add some more. You want it to be, can you see that? Where it holds together, but it's not sopping wet. It just stays together. That's the right amount of moisture that you want to have for your seeds. You want your soil to not be too compacted or dry, because the seeds are going to just struggle from day one then, right? And so good soil, preparing it like this, is going to support the seeds. It's not going to rush them. After you get your seeds planted, I have a mister that I really like, that just, once I see the top starting to dry out, because I just don't want to pour water on top of those little seeds before they even come up. So I will keep the top misted. And this, y'all, these are heating pads, and they come two to a pack actually. And I have a total of 4, because one tray will fit totally on these two, and they just work out really, really well. The cool thing is, now with GreenStalk, they have a seed starting kit that also comes with a dome. What you could do, that I've done before, is you could cover your seed, before they germinate, cover it with saran wrap just to create that kind of moisture in there. And along with the dome and the heating mats, that's going to create that humidity environment inside that's going to help your seeds germinate even better. You do need to think about this. Where's your setup going to be? I did have mine, and here's a photo of how I started, out in my living room. And then I realized that really wasn't the best place. So that's when I did a good deep dive clean out of my workroom, because I can have the grow lights set up. They can be the right height above my seedlings once they're germinating. I've got plenty of room. It's out of the way, because if you have grandkids that come like I do, it's really a good thing to have them out of the way. So this is going to work beautifully, but you need to think about where can you start your seeds that's convenient. I will never stop stressing, this needs to be fun. It needs to be easy, not complicated, not stressful. And by doing that, that may mean that you plant fewer seeds due to the space that you have, your setup that you have, but it's going to be so well worth it, trust me. And this is something that you really need to think about. Starting which seeds and how you're going to group them together. In that, okay, so some of them, they have a date on the back, and I love this. I got these packets out, y'all, because just, not that I'm planting anything right now, and I love these Gold Rush beans, but they were just so pretty. The mini red bell peppers, these different lettuces I got as an actual gift, and then my carrots that I absolutely love. So on the back, it's going to tell you days to germination. And like this is, the carrots are 14 to 21 days. Well, let's just say that you put your lettuce in there, and theirs is 5 to 14 days. Okay, this is what I've run up against. You put things that germinate at big varying degrees, and then you have some come up. Well, you want to take the dome off. During that time, it doesn't need to be on the heating pad anymore. Oh, but not everybody has shown up yet. So that is really a key for success and less stress when you're getting your seeds to germinate. I just, cannot stress that enough, just because if it's a learning curve that I have that I can share with you, then that's even better. And then also look at your last frost date. When is your last frost date for you to be able to put your plants outside? And then back off of that when you need to start your seeds. What does that look like? Does it take them 4 to 6 weeks? Does it take them 8 weeks? And that way, they're going to be ready at the time that your outside environment is ready for those plants. The other thing, one of my issues that I did have, and just to let you know, so I love these are my grow lights that I use, and it's actually on a long stand. I had them out there in the main living area. This is where we are downstairs. That they were too high, and my poor little seedlings were reaching to the sky. They got very leggy. And so, what you want to also do is make sure that they're at the right height. Want you to walk through that process of prepping with me, and that you just want to make sure everything's staged. You have your labels ready, you have the soil prepared, and that you've got your space cleared so that you're not having to scramble to find some place to put your seeds as they're starting their new life. This can be just an exciting time for you, whether you're starting from scratch and you've never done this before, or if you are in your first, second, third year of or more of growing seeds. Starting the seeds, starting the new season, the new growth, the new potential, the new hope. That's what's so much fun about doing it. And when you can gather your things together, have everything laid out, ready for when the time is right, you're going to have a lot more grace as you're beginning your new growing season. If you want a calm, confident seed starting season, I hope that you have enjoyed this and you're not feeling pressure to perfect your season, yet just to step into it with grace. And if this helped you, let me know where you're gardening from. If you have plants that you want to try, or if there's something that you do in your prep that I did not mention, or maybe I may not have even thought about it, and I would love to hear that as well. And stick around because I will be bringing you another video on what I'm going to be planting this year, what seeds I'm going to be starting. So remember, always grow with grace. And until next time, I'll see you back up in Garden Grace.